As you guys can tell by the title, I'm going to be reading Am I the Asshole Christmas Edition. We're going to be reading and reacting and ranking and judging and whatever. So without further ado, let's get right into this video. The first one is, am I the asshole for splitting time between two families on Christmas? Hi friends, I guess I'm just looking for some outside opinion. For some context, this Christmas is a little rough. My father-in-law passed away very sudden and unexpectedly about a month ago, so the holiday season is a bit hard for my husband's family. My mom, on the other hand, is mother freaking Christmas. This is the only holiday my family really celebrates, and she goes hard. It's just me, my parents, my sister's family, and my family, which consists of myself, my husband, and my 1-year-old daughter, and a son on the way. They're generally early eaters, and festivities are generally done by 3 to 4 p.m. as we are in a state that's snowy and deer come out after dark. My mom also has a history of being quite controlling. Over the past 2 years or so, I've been giving her a ton of more pushback because I am an adult and I won't let her walk all over me. The two families also do not get along, like, at all. I don't know about anybody else's opinion. I personally would never date or marry a man and their family don't like me and my family don't like them. My family don't like their family and vice versa. I don't have time for that. This is automatically a fuck no for me. I, 26, have been texting my mom all day about gifts and family and Christmas related things. She then sent a text to our family group chat with just herself, my sister, and me asking what we were thinking for food. I asked what time she was planning, as lunch might be a lighter meal. She replied and said whatever time. I told her that I was planning on coming morning, afternoon, and then leaving to my in-laws around dinner time. Her reply to this was just no. I then received an individual text from my sister saying, I love you, but I would not have put that out there.
Girl, if any motherfucker ever needed to sit they stupid ass down, you that bitch.
I told my sister that I'm not going to tiptoe around her feelings. In previous years, we have missed dinner at his family's just to make her happy. That's not an option this year because the only thing his mom wants is her family all together. She hadn't said anything since the no text, but I can feel it coming. I did respond in the group chat saying, okay, so what's everyone else's plan? Also, for context, my sister has festivities with her husband's family on Christmas Eve, and her daughter goes with her biological dad on Christmas Eve, so the holiday cannot be moved to that day. Nobody else has any schedule restrictions on Christmas Day except for us. The only reason I think I could be the asshole is for asking them to bump the plans just a bit earlier, but I also don't see why they can't if nobody else has restrictions. I'm not gonna lie, based off the knowledge that I have when it comes to marriage, I don't think that she was an asshole. I don't think she's being an asshole. I feel like she spends Christmas with her side of the family every year, and this year is the year that they want to go spend Christmas with her husband's side of the family because his dad just passed away. Personally, I will be going to my husband's side of the family to support my husband and to be there for my husband because that's my fucking husband. If my mom has a problem with that, I don't know what to tell you. And then she said her mom was a bit controlling. I'm not with that controlling shit. Her sister enabling it, talking about I shouldn't have said that, whatever fuck. I don't give a fuck about none of that. We all grown. It is what it is. It should be okay for her to go on her husband's side of the family and spend time with them on holidays too, especially because they have kids. Like, they kids need to experience both sides of the family. I don't understand that. I don't think she's an asshole. I think her mom's doing too much, and that's just what it is. So yeah, I don't think she's an asshole. Next! This one says, am I the asshole for not choosing to celebrate Christmas? I'm 36, American with a girlfriend of 3 years and no kids. I consciously dislike Christmas music, decorations, and other traditions. I don't like giving gifts out of obligation, and I don't like cluttering my home with gifts I have to pretend to like. Every year I have a lot of pressure from mine or my girlfriend's family to join for the holiday. I get that it's a time for families to sit together, and I've been told I should suck it up and do it for everyone else. And I like spending time with family, but not everything else that comes with it. I find it stressful and chaotic. I'd rather travel and visit when flights are cheap and less packed. This year I told everyone that I do not feel connected to this holiday, do not wish to celebrate it, and will make time to visit another time. I'm actually looking forward to having some peace and quiet and time off work to do whatever I want. My girlfriend is understanding. However, my family is taking it personal and accusing me of stirring up drama and being a Grinch.
Wow.
I personally don't think you're an asshole because I genuinely don't feel like you should have a celebrate a holiday if you don't want to, no matter what the holiday is. Somebody under it says, yeah, you need to grow up. You think everyone loves Christmas music and decorations. You think everyone else loves buying a bunch of gifts. You think everyone likes flying during the holidays. It's fine to not like those things, but yeah, your family is going to think you're an asshole because you are. You prioritize your own comfort and preferences over everyone else in your life. Christmas is important to them. Put your big kids' pants up and suck it up. No, I don't think so. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think anybody should have to let go of their boundaries and their preferences just because there's a group of people that feel a type of way, family or not. I don't think the person should have to be uncomfortable and ignore what they actually want to do just because their family wants them to be somewhere. Like, nobody gives a fuck. This one says, am I the asshole for choosing not to stay home for Christmas during my parents' separation? I, 18, have chosen to go with my brother, 19, adopted, to his girlfriend's house for Thanksgiving. My brother made the offer about 2 weeks ago, and I immediately accepted after making sure I wouldn't be imposing. My brother didn't want to deal with the stress of our parents, and there was a good deal of tension on Halloween that he narrowly avoided having to bear. He's a child to divorced parents, so it could also open up old wounds. I have met my brother's girlfriend a few times before, and she even stayed over with us on occasion. Since we heard that our parents are separating, I've been attending university in a STEM field, and I have been under a lot of stress. I have not been processing the stuff going on with my parents, and I am worried about it catching up to me on Christmas Day. I haven't asked about what happened, but there's a good deal that I pieced together and have been told stuff from my brother. I choose to accept my brother's offer because I too don't want to deal with the stress of Christmas with our parents, and because I like the idea of a smaller Christmas. 3 Christmases ago, I had a small panic attack, and last Christmas I was outed to a family member, and I felt guilt tripped into putting out the fire on the last hour of Christmas. If I were to stay, I would start Christmas Day with one parent and then spend the rest of the Christmas with the other and some family. I don't like the idea of splitting Christmas into two, and I don't want to choose to spend it with one over the other. This feels like a shitty thing to do to my parents, but without my brother, the thought of spending Christmas with my parents seems incredibly daunting. My parents already know about my brother's plan for Christmas, but they don't know mine. We plan to tell them before the end of the week. Haven't avoided it. I'm just busy. If you feel like your parents are stressing you out with their divorce and their separation and all that extra shit, then you don't have to be around. You can communicate about it and be like, hey, I don't want to spend Christmas this year with y'all. I'd rather go over here where my brother's gonna be at, or whatever you want to say, and this should be fine. Because I feel like at the end of the day, you shouldn't surround yourself around toxic shit, especially not on a holiday, and especially not on Christmas. Give your parents their presents, kiss them, Merry Christmas, blah blah blah, and then go about what you need to do. But I don't think you should have to deal with bullshit. If it's disrupting my peace, bro, it's not happening. I don't give a damn. I don't want to be stressed out by no family member. I don't want to be stressed out by no man. I don't want to be stressed out by no bitch. I don't want to be stressed out by none of that. I don't even want to be stressed out by roach. I don't care. I don't want it. Since a problem already happened on Halloween, that should let you know that there's probably gonna be a problem on Christmas as well. Tell your parents Merry Christmas, walk your ass about the door, and go where your brother is at. They'll be okay. They will be fine. They will be fine. They're grown adults. They're older than you. They're your parents. Their brains should function a lot better than yours. Also, their divorce is not y'all's problem. You can tell your kids, yeah, we're getting a divorce, blah, 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 blah. But the reason behind the divorce and all that drama that comes with the divorce, that's not your kid's problem. Especially if your son, who you adopted, has already had to go through it with his divorced parents, his divorced biological parents. So I don't understand why you even expose him to that shit any fucking way. And if you're going to do that, you don't need to do it in a way that's going to want your kids to spend Christmas somewhere else other than with y'all. So whatever. But no, you're not the asshole. Don't care. Don't give a fuck what. Don't. It is what it is. This one says, am I the asshole for asking my parents not to visit for Christmas? My parents are planning to come visit me for Christmas. It's a 6 to 7 hour drive, and they plan to stay with my husband and I. Here's the issue. My husband and I have been trying to conceive, but for the last few months, we keep missing each other during my ovulation window because of work and travel. In December, the ovulation window is going to fall on Christmas. My parents have also invited my 2 aunts to come visit as well. And they are also trying to convince my brother to come visit during the week. That would be 5 people total staying with us, which would make me and my husband very uncomfortable to be intimate. My parents are the frugal type that would not get a hotel or Airbnb, and it would be disrespectful for me as a daughter to not offer them a place to stay in my home. Am I the asshole for asking them to not come? I do think it would start an argument because we've had similar fights in the past and my mom is not very logical. Okay, somebody just asked this fucking question under it. The same question I was gonna get ready to ask.
So why do your parents feel comfortable to invite other people to your house?
Because I love my parents to death, and I know one of them is at least watching this video. But if they ever in their life think that they're gonna invite somebody to my house, somebody said they should just skip this month and try a different month. I don't know how to answer this question because it's my house. And it's not even about the fact that you and your husband want to get busy. At least to me, it's not about that. I don't really give a fuck about that. My problem is that your parents took it upon themselves to invite 3 people to your shit. Like, that don't even make... And then people will be like, oh, that's family though. But you gotta think about it. That's 5 mouths that I have to make sure get fed and get catered to in my house the week of Christmas, while I'm trying to conceive and start my own family with my husband. That's a fuck no. I mean, it's Christmas. That's the thing. Like, I feel like it's a holiday. It's a holiday where family gets together. So I feel like in that aspect, you should let your family just come. Or no. You should let your parents come. But then we lean off from that because your parents invited 3 people without your permission. So we already leaned off that. And then you said your mom be tripping. And then you said they don't like staring at hotels and Airbnbs. I don't know. I think they should stay in a hotel personally, but I don't know. Based off the fact that it's, it's Christmas and they're getting together, they should come. But I also think if they can't respect what their daughter wants them to do because their daughter is married, then they should not come. I already know you're not the asshole, but I can see why other people would think you're the asshole. If I was to put this in my aspect, I literally just said this. My parents would never do no shit like this. I know they would never do no shit like this. But if they did, I would tell them to stay at a hotel, or I would just wait until I'm ovulating again. But what you're not gonna do is bring 3 extra people to my shit. That's what you're not gonna do. That was the last story. Let me know what you guys think about all the stories, but especially that last one, because that last one is really throwing me in for a loop for some reason. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Let me know what you guys want to see next from me, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Yeah.